Welcome back. Now we're going to look at using rather than the inbuilt variable for lives, we're going to add our own variable for our lives. The reason for that was that if you use the inbuilt lives, and if you're just watching this video and haven't seen the previous one, you'll see that we shoot and the lives up in the top left are reduced from 3 to 2 to 1, and the baddie gets blown up. But now if we go down to any other bear, we can shoot him as many times as we like. So that's not what we want. We want to fix that. So let's go back to our bear, and remember that in the create event we set lives to 3. So we're just going to delete that and go to our control tab. We need to set up a variable for our lives. So that variable, we'll give it a name, and don't give it the name lives because that will conflict with the built-in variable. So I'm going to call this my lives, and I'm going to set it to 3. Okay, so it's my lowercase, capital L for lives, and lowercase for the rest of it. So that sets the variable. Now, on the collision event, of course, we'll need to change this. So we're going to delete the set lives to -1. Delete that. And we're going to use our variable again. And my variable name was my lives. And the value will be -1. And it will be relative because we're taking 1 away from whatever value there was. And now, if lives are equal to 0, well, we can't test the lives, but we'll need to test the variable. So delete that and use our test variable action. Drag that in. Once again, my lives equal to 0. Okay. So now we're at the point where our lives has been replaced by a variable. We've called the variable my lives. This draw event will no longer show the lives as image because that is the inbuilt live system that will do, so we'll need to take that out. So let's just show you that that works, and then I'll come back and we'll look at how we could display the number of lives on the screen. So first we'll run this, and you'll see that we've now got our bear here. Oops, there we go. 1, 2, 3. He's gone. 1, 2, 3. He's gone. 1, 2, 3. He's gone. And 1, 2, 3. He's gone. So each of those enemies now has lives. And that was different from how the system works when you use the inbuilt life system. So here we're using a variable, and it means that the lives will be applied to each individual instance of the object. Okay, but to display the number of lives, we'll need to go to the draw tab, and we're going to have to draw a text. Alright, so the text that we're going to draw will be lives. We'll put this in quotes because this is the text that we're going to show on the screen. Colon, so live space colon space close the quote, and just as we used when we were displaying our countdown timer, we'll use plus string, because that will convert what is a number, my lives, to a piece of text that will be displayed on the screen. So that will be then the variable name in brackets, my capital lives, and close the brackets. Now, where are we going to draw the text? Well, we need to make this for the demonstration. I'll show you the lives of each object by drawing the text above the head of the object. So that means that if we think of our object in a room here, and we're going to go relative to the object, the corner of the sprite, if we think of this window as the sprite, the corner of this sprite is at 0, 0. So to draw the lives, this text lives above his head, we'll just need to move it up a little, which means that we'll have to reduce the value of the x coordinate. Sorry, reduce the value of the y coordinate. So I'll take some value off the relative value of y. So I'll just pull that up by reducing the y coordinate by -15. Okay with that. So now I'm drawing a text. Remember that you do need to redraw the sprite, and just to do things the right way, we'll need to create a font. This will be font lives. 12 will be okay, but I'll make it bold and I'll make it italic. Okay, so now I'm going to set the font. I'll do that before I draw the text. The font will be the font lives. Okay, and I'll drag my color, so I'll set the color of my font as well, and I'll make that something that I can see against the background. So I'll make that a dark blue. Okay, so I've got my lives. So rather than draw the image, I'm going to draw some text, the set color to get the color of the text, set the font to show that it's going to be in font size 12, bold and italic, draw the text, and remember quotes around just the text, the prompt text if you like, plus string function to convert what is a number into a piece of text. Then its positioning, we're making it relative to where our object is, and that means it will be aligned to the left hand side, but -15 just to lift it up above his head. And okay that, and run the game. And what you see is now each of these bears has got the text lives 3 above his head, and as we shoot each one, his lives go down but none of the others do. His lives go down but none of the others do. That one's gone. 3, and then I can go, whoops, I can go down, missed, down. And you see that each of these is being controlled individually. 1 life there, 1 life there, 1, 2, gone, whoops, gone, and long shot, got him, all gone. But you would have seen there that each of the lives variables was being assigned to each individual bear. So you could have all of your baddies have those lives so that you would need to shoot them 3 times. When we're using it for our main character in, for example, a maze game, normally you would use the inbuilt lives variable on your main character because those lives only apply to a single character. So just remember that. That's all for creating lives. Now that we've got a program that is different from our inbuilt, I think we should save this as skill 7 variable, so that we can just, if we need to look back at that, we can say that this is the one where we use the variable. Save that, and we're done with skill 7.